Hello everyone, today I am Rishabh Bharadwaj, Assistant Professor from the Mechanical Department, taking the lecture of Applied Thermodynamics. Today in this lecture, we will learn about the compressor and the type of compressor, that is reciprocating compressor. Let's start with the introduction of the compressor and the working principle of compressor and how it works. A compressor is a mechanical device that increases the pressure of a gas by reducing its volume. The George of England designed the first motorized air compressor in 1799 and used it in mining. Now, the classification of the compressor, that there are the two types of the compressor, that is reciprocating compressor and the rotary compressor. And below the reciprocating compressor, we have the single stage and the multi stage. Let's start with the reciprocating compressor. In a reciprocating compressor, a volume of gas is drawn into a cylinder. It is trapped and compressed by piston and then discharged into the discharge line. The cylinder valves control the flow of gas through the cylinder, and these valves act as check valves. The reciprocating compressor can be single acting or double acting. In the single acting, we have single compressor, and in the double acting, we have the double piston compressors. Then the type of compressor of reciprocating, that single stage reciprocating compressor and double stage reciprocating compressor. The compression is done in single stage or by single cylinder. It will be used for generation of low pressure air. Then we will use the single stage reciprocating compressor. In the case of double stage reciprocating compressor, the compressor that produces highly pressurized air, and mostly it is used nowadays in heavy duty mechanical devices. Next, we have the components of the reciprocating compressor. For the for the compressor, the components we need, that are suction valve, suction chamber, piston and piston rod, cylinder, discharge valve and discharge chamber. These are the main components which are used in a reciprocating compressor. Let's start with the piston, the main component of the compressor. For low speed compressor up to the 330 rotation per minute, and the medium speed compressor which lies RPM between 330 to 600 RPM, pistons are usually made of cast iron. Up to the 7-inch diameter, cast iron pistons are made of solids. Those of more 7 inches diameter are usually hollow. The carbon pistons are sometimes used for compressing oxygen and other gases that must be kept free of lubricant. Then we have generally the piston rod is fastened to the piston by means of special nut that is prevented from unscrewing. The purpose of the rod has suitable degree of finish designed to minimize wear on a sealing areas much as possible. The piston is provided with grooves for piston rings and rider rings. You can see the diagram piston rod and the piston. In this figure you can see this is the piston over there. This is cylindrical in shape and elongated and rod shape like this is a piston rod. These are the piston rings and these are the rider rings, and over it one nut is mounted by which it will get unscrewed during the motion. Then we have the piston rings. The piston rings are tapered portion of the rod get mounted over it. We have some grooves by which the piston rings get fitted over there. We have the lock nut and the piston rod. Then the piston rings. The piston rings provide a seal that prevents or minimizes leakage through piston and liner. Metal piston rings are made either in one piece or with a gap or in several segments. Gaps in the ring allow them to move out or expand as the compressor reaches operating temperature. Rings of heavy piston are sometimes given bronze, Babbitt or Teflon expanders or riders. Lubrication is a must for metallic rings, and Teflon rings with Teflon rider bands are sometimes used to support the piston when the gas do not permit use of lubricant. Then we have valves. There are two valves, namely suction and delivery valves. The valves are of automatic type. They open due to the effect of the differential pressure between cylinder and suction or discharge chambers, and to close due to the force of spring acting on a plates plus the differential pressure across the valves. Next we will discuss about the principle of that compressor. As you can see in this figure, this is the figure of single acting piston action in the cylinder of reciprocating compressor. The piston is driven by the crankshaft via connecting rod. At the top of the cylinder a suction valve and a discharge valve. A reciprocating compressor usually has 2, 3 and 4 or 6 cylinders in it. As the piston travels towards the bottom dead center and the volume of the cylinder increases, and due to the pressure difference the suction valve is open. The pressure inside the cylinder is slightly less than suction line pressure. So the volume of the gas starts increasing as the piston moves towards BDC. BDC stands for bottom dead center. So the piston continues its motion towards bottom dead center till the area above the piston in the cylinder become full of fluid, and then the suction valve get closed. Now when the crankshaft moves further and completes its revolution, the piston also moves in opposite direction, this time towards the TDC. TDC stands for top dead center. Now again, due to the pressure difference between the delivery line and inside of the cylinder, the delivery valves open in a delivery stroke. At the point 3, the piston reaches the top dead center, that is TDC. At the top dead center, as the piston comes to complete stop prior to reversing direction and the pressure across the valve is equal, so the discharge valve is closed. At the point 2, the pressure inside the cylinder has become slightly greater than the discharge line pressure. This causes the valve opening, allowing the gas to flow out of the cylinder. The volume continues to decrease towards point 3 and maintaining a sufficient pressure difference across the discharge valve to hold it open. Now again, as the piston moves towards the bottom dead center, the gas pressure inside the cylinder becomes less than the suction line pressure. So the suction valves opens again. The cycle then start over again. The shape of the re-expansion line, the line 3 to 4, is dependent on the same compression exponent that determines the shape of the compression line. By the help of this PV diagram, you can see that we have some clearance volume, and the clearance volume is the gap between the TDC and the cylinder head. 3 to 4, 3 to 2 to 3 is the process of discharge volume, and 1 to 4 is a piston displacement, and the total displacement has been 1 to 4 is the suction intake volume, and 1 to 3 is the piston displacement, and the total clearance volume that implies into 1 to 4, 1 2 3 4 completely. In the stage of multi-stage or two-stage reciprocating compressor, they are used to generate high pressurized air. They have one low pressure compressor and one high pressure compressor, and in between them there is a intercooler. First, air goes into low pressure compressor and get compressed. Then this compressed air goes to intercooler, where its temperature is decreased by rejection of heat at constant pressure. You can see in this figure that 1 to 2 is for the low pressure, and for the high pressure it goes to the B point. In this, the low pressure and the high pressure compressor both works at the simultaneously. Then the air is passed to high pressure to further get compressed. Highly pressurized air is thus obtained from delivery valve of high pressure compressor. You can see the air is get inlet from the low pressure and get exhausted to the intercooler. Then for the intercooler gases will come into high pressure or second stage cylinder, by which it will work and then exhaust will be send it out to the piston. This is a multi-page compressor. Now we have the application of the compressor. The reciprocating compressor are typically used where high compression ratio, that is the ratio of discharge to the suction pressure, are required per stage without high flow rate and the process fluid is relatively dry. The PET bottling industry filling station usually use reciprocating compressor to fill the bottles. In the processing equipment, oxygen generator, oil automation use compressors of required capacity. Thanks for listening and watching this video. Next, we will learn more about the compressors and stay tuned for the next. Thank you.